Welcome to this explainer. Today we're focusing on ACIM Lesson 41. If you've ever felt that deep, aching sense of isolation or found yourself just totally overwhelmed by worry and anxiety, you're going to want to hear this. We're breaking down a profoundly comforting text from A Course in Miracles today, exploring what it means, why it challenges everything we think we know, and how you can actually apply it right now.
And it all starts with this one central idea. The lesson is simply this: God goes with me wherever I go. The text tells us that really internalizing this specific idea will eventually completely overcome that painful sense of loneliness and abandonment that literally all of us experience at some point. I mean, it's a huge claim, right? One idea to end all feelings of being alone. But stick with me, because the logic here is absolutely fascinating. Section 1. The illusion of loneliness. Okay, so before we can fix anything, we have to understand what the text says the real problem is. It argues that negative emotions aren't just random bad luck. They have a specific root cause, and that cause is called separation. It explains that depression is an inevitable consequence of this feeling of separation, and honestly, it doesn't stop there. Anxiety, worry, misery, that deep sense of helplessness and intense fear of loss, they all stem from this exact same root. We suffer because we fundamentally believe we are separated and completely alone in the world. Now, this brilliantly explains why our usual, everyday fixes just don't work. The text points out that we, the separated ones, have invented countless worldly cures for what we believe are the ills of the world. But here's the catch: we never actually question the reality of the problem itself. We try to treat the symptoms, but the text insists you literally cannot cure the effects of separation because the separation itself is not actually real. You just can't cure an illusion by treating it like it's a reality. In fact, the text flat out calls this approach foolishness, no matter how serious or tragic our suffering might feel.
Section 2. The source within you.
So, if feeling separated is just an illusion, what is the actual truth? Well, this lesson shifts our entire paradigm by pointing us away from those worldly fixes and toward what lies deep inside us. Just look at this contrast. On one side, we have the painful effects of separation, the depression, the fear. But on the other side, the reality. The text states that deep within you is everything that is perfect, just ready to radiate through you and out into the whole world. This inner perfection will cure all sorrow and pain because it actually heals the mind. It heals the mind that mistakenly thought those negative things were real and suffered out of allegiance to those false beliefs. And check out the unbreakable logic here. It literally dismantles our fears one by one. You think you can be deprived of holiness? Nope. The text says you can never be deprived because its source goes with you wherever you go. Think you have to suffer? Actually, you can never suffer because the source of all joy is with you. Feel alone? Impossible, because the source of all life travels with you. Worried your peace of mind will be destroyed? Nothing can destroy it, because God goes with you wherever you go. It's a total, ground-up reframing of how we find security.
Section 3. Piercing the heavy cloud. Now, I know what you might be thinking. If all this profound truth and joy is already inside of us right now, why in the world do we struggle so much to accept it? Well, the authors are incredibly practical here, and they completely anticipate that skepticism. They openly say, we understand that you do not believe all this. And honestly, how could you? How could you possibly believe you're never alone when that truth feels completely, hopelessly hidden from you? The text gives us this really powerful visual for what's blocking us. It metaphorically describes our minds as being covered by a dark, heavy cloud of insane thoughts. These thoughts are incredibly dense, they're obscuring, and they represent basically everything you currently see when you look out through a lens of fear. So our goal for today isn't to fight the outside world, not at all. Today, we're making our first real attempt to pierce right through that dark, heavy cloud, get past those insane thoughts, and reach the brilliant light shining just beyond it.
Section 4, your daily practice guide. All right, it's one thing to understand this intellectually, but A Course in Miracles is meant to be lived. So here's exactly how to put this into practice today. You're going to do a single, longer practice period, ideally right in the morning as soon as you wake up. The steps are super simple. First, sit quietly for just 3 to 5 minutes with your eyes closed. Second, at the very beginning, slowly repeat today's idea to yourself. Third, don't even try to think of anything specific. Instead, just get a sense of turning inward, pushing right past all those idle, worldly thoughts. And finally, sink deeply into your own mind. You're trying to leave outward appearances behind and actually approach reality. Now, if that sounds a little intimidating, don't worry. The text offers some amazing reassurance. It says that reaching God is quite possible, and actually, it's very easy. Why? Because it is the most natural thing in the world. You might even say it's the only natural thing in the world. The text promises that the way will open if you just believe it's possible. It even says this exercise can bring startling results the very first time you try it. Instant success is totally possible. Then, once you've done that morning practice, your goal is to keep that profound connection alive all day. Throughout the day, use today's idea often. Repeat it slowly, preferably with your eyes closed if you can. And as you say it, really think about what the words mean. Concentrate on the deep holiness those words imply about you. Focus on that unfailing companionship that is yours, and remember the complete, absolute protection surrounding you right now. Section 5, Final Summary and Action. Ultimately, the goal of practicing this isn't just to have a fleeting moment of calm, it's to create a fundamental shift in how you experience the world, allowing you to literally laugh at your fear thoughts. So here is your anchor for today. God goes with me wherever I go. Whenever anxiety strikes, whenever that illusion of separation tries to drag you down into worry or misery, bring your mind right back to this exact phrasing. To make sure you get the most out of this, here is a quick summary of your practice schedule. You just need one deep meditation in the morning, taking only 3 to 5 minutes to sink deep inward. Then rely on daily reminders. Repeat the idea often throughout your entire day to clear away those heavy clouds and remember your unfailing companionship. If you found this explainer helpful in cutting through the noise and finding a bit of inner peace, please take a quick second to like and subscribe. It really helps us out and ensures we can keep exploring these transformative ideas together. And before you go, I want to leave you with this question. How much of your daily worry is based on a problem that might not even be real? Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.